Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, first take, Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A. Smith. They are a disgrace. A disgrace, and I truly do mean that. So, look, we all know, and we all knew as Raven fans, what the narrative was going to be Monday morning. There were going to be people saying, oh, it's Lamar's fault why we lost that game. If he would have been better, we would have won. If he would have did this, we would have won. If he would have made that play, we would have won. And they would overlook everything that went wrong in this game. They're not. Forget the bad pass pro. The offensive line absolutely collapsing. The bad play calling. Putting Marlon Humphrey on an island at that position of the game with no safety help. Like, all the drops, the drop touchdowns. Nope, they're going to overlook all that and say it's Lamar. But first take, make sure that they took it a step further. Because they didn't just say, oh, he lost. They made it up to say, were the Ravens, asking the question, if the Ravens were getting their money's worth with Lamar Jackson. It's absolutely, it's atrocious to even think that, or much less make it a topic this early in the season when you just saw Joe Burrow playing like absolute trash and you said nothing. You said nothing. But you, Justin Herbert, but you said nothing. Josh Allen, but you said nothing. But you're going to do that to Lamar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some clips off this, and then we're going to break it down even further. And the funny thing is, out of this whole panel, the only person to defend Lamar Jackson was Rex Ryan. Shannon, of course. Oh, he could have still won the game, though, so it's his fault. Stephen A., you already know where he's going. So I'm going to play it, and then we're going to go into it, all right? So here we go. Here we go.
My building as far as I possibly could. Right. Shannon, you passes in your career.
But like the Greg Roman offense, Todd Monken was supposed to come in, and Lamar Jackson was supposed to spread it around. And even though they did have 8 drops, Rex, that could have been forgotten. Lamar Jackson threw a horrible interception in the end zone. That was supposed to be a back shoulder. And on the back shoulder, you know one thing, Rex. You can't miss inside. That's why you're throwing the back shoulder, because the guy's pinned inside. So if you miss inside, you're going to hit Joey Porter Jr. in his hands, which he did. And if he makes that play, go ahead.
I got to say this. You're exactly right, 100% right. No question about it. However, look where the quarterback is. He's in gun. We all know you're in the red
Remember
zone.
during the live.
If you're throwing a fade.
Remember during the live, I said they need to put him under center for a lot of these plays. So Nitro's right there too. Just want to point that out, right?
Released. He's going to have to delay, because you're absolutely right, Stephen A. What Rex is saying, because the guy's in the gun, the receiver can't go right now. You can only go so far because you're down there like at the 10-yard line. So you need to delay your release, let him catch the snap, and now drive. But you can't miss inside. But also, Rex, what were they thinking right before the half? Kick the damn field goal. Stop trying to get cute.
Okay, so that's what Mr. Shannon Sharpe said. Now this is what Stephen A. said.
Question is, are the Ravens getting their money's worth on Lamar Jackson?
No.
The answer is no. The answer is no. And here's the reason why. Coach, I'm going to remind you of this. 5 years, $260 million. $135 million fully guaranteed. Overall guarantees escalating to about $185 million. They're 3-2. I saw Nelson Aguilar drop passes. We ain't surprised by that. We've seen them do it in the past.
That's true.
They dropped the touchdown pass. Okay, we're not too surprised by that. We respect them both. We know they could play, but damn it, they ain't the first time they drop passes, okay? And the fact that you got rugby footballs in the building from some offensive coordinator just accentuates your point. I get it. But here's the flip side to it, guys. Lamar Jackson, 2 fourth-quarter turnovers yesterday, now has an NFL worst 11 turnovers in a fourth quarter or overtime of one-score games since 2021. That is inexcusable. We got to look at it from that perspective. We also got to look at the fact that he leads all NFL players with 7 fumbles. 7 fumbles this year. I mean, far be it for me to bring that up. But didn't you talk about not turning the damn ball over? Now, interceptions ain't the only way you can turn the ball over. You can also turn the ball over by fumbling the damn ball.
Right.
He's leading all players. All players. All right, 7 fumbles, 4 lost, okay? He's accounted for 8 touchdowns this year, but has 6 total turnovers in 5 games. Come on, man. That's not what they're paying you for.
So this is my thing. Yeah, fumbling is a problem. That's we've been saying that for the game one. My thing is, where was that same energy for Joe Burrow? Where was it? I didn't hear any. All I heard was, poor baby. Poor Joey. Would you like your binky? Come here, let me breastfeed you. Yes, suckle it, sir, suckle it. That's all we heard. That's all we heard. Excuses. Excuses. Shannon Sharpe's dislike of Lamar is personal. We know this. We know this. We know what it is. And Stephen A., they use that man's name for clicks all the time. But to sit up there and to say they're not getting their money's worth, when you see, to overlook the, see, this is more context. The Ravens lead the league in drop passes. The entire league. How many inept offenses have we seen this year, including the Steelers? They have more drops than all of those guys. All of them. We're not even going to talk about how many times Lamar Jackson has been sacked because he's had an absolute merry-go-round of offensive linemen shuffling in and out because of injury. See, that's context. But to then question his getting paid, bro, listen, I have no respect. None. You know why? Because they do not do that to his other counterparts. They don't do it. You know what I've seen them do that to? I've seen them do it to Deshaun Watson. I've seen them say, well, Jalen Hurts do that. But you don't see them say that about Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, none of those guys. None of those guys. And it's sickening. You know why? Because I want to say something. I'm not going to say it. But y'all watching, y'all know what I'm thinking. At what point do you look yourself in the mirror and be like, bro, you have this young man playing his butt off. You see the team's letting him down. You see it. Anybody can see it. Everybody sees it. The funny thing is, he is the only player in the entire NFL that's supposed to win regardless of what his teammates and coaches do. He's just supposed to win. That shows me that y'all hate him. It's personal. It's more than personal. How dare you question another man getting his money? And Shannon Sharpe makes it even worse because you were a former player. Former player, what this man's already had to go through as an MVP. He has never had the weapons. Never. Even now, he has never had the weapons that his counterparts have had. Never. And he's had offensive line problems and a team riddled with injuries from top to bottom. Defense, offense. And I don't want to hear, but he's always had good defenses. He's always had defenses that given up the most points in the fourth quarter, if you want context. But regardless, he's expected to win. He's expected to win. He's always expected to win. If Lamar's not absolutely perfect, if he doesn't go 20-0 in the season, they're losing their mind. This is exactly what I said when he played the good game. They're like, you don't hear nothing, they don't say nothing. When this game happens, it's all Lamar's fault. It's all Lamar's fault. Even if Lamar didn't turn over the ball and he's just going to complete the pass, they could have dropped every pass for the rest of the game. They would have said Lamar should have ran it. He should have figured out a way to win. You're getting paid high money. That's what they're paying you to do, even though he still has the second highest winning percentage in the league right now. Nope, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Even though he's completing 7. I want to throw this out there because a lot of people don't understand just how crazy that Ravens are leading the league in drops. And Lamar is still completing 70% of his passes. So what would his numbers be if he actually had comparable receivers that just did their jobs? I repeat, he is completing 70%. It dropped even lower from yesterday. He's completing 70% of his passes. And his team leads the league. Not the AFC North, not the AFC, the entire league in drops. And leads them in drop touchdowns. Because that's another stat by itself. And y'all have the audacity to question this young man making his money? I have no respect for Shannon Sharpe. None. And he doesn't need my say. He's as a player, he's one of the greatest players to ever play in the NFL. But as an analyst guy, because you have to look at them as two different people, he is absolutely despicable. And Stephen A's no better. No better. That young man's went out there and played his butt off. Has he made mistakes? Yes. Does he have to clean up the fumbles? Yes. But his teammates have let him down game in, game out. You expect him with a bad offensive line and the weapons dropping off to just make magic because he's Lamar. You don't expect that from anybody else, just Lamar. To me, that doesn't just show me that you hate him. That goes to show just how great he really is. See, I already know how great Lamar is. To me, he's the best football player in the entire NFL. Easily. Because with all that being said, another quarterback, they don't score no points. And if you need any more wondering about that, I'll go back to y'all favorite Patrick Mahomes, who had Tyreek Hill at the time, and he had Travis Kelce, right? He got pressured at the same rate as Lamar Jackson and couldn't muster any points in the Super Bowl. So please do not come in and be like, oh, and how many interceptions did he throw that game to? Oh. See? Exactly, because Lamar can still make something happen. Even when those guys are doing stuff like that. The Ravens let that man down. It's an absolute travesty. He's supposed to have MVP numbers right now. Those guys have curtailed his production. Remember, he's running less to trust his guys. He's taking less off to trust his guys. Remember, as a quarterback, you still have to drop back and make those passes. He can't even trust his line. Ronnie Stanley getting beat. Who's number? I believe Justice Hill's 44, right? What's Justice Hill's number on the Ravens? Is he 44? We're not going to talk about Justice Hill fumbling the ball away when they're about to go and score. Like, these are the things that I'm talking about, bro. Like, and people are just willing to overlook it. So it was him. So it was Justice Hill and Patrick McCarry both missed TJ Watt. Both. You don't even try to hit him straight up. You put your head down and just go like this. And both missing for him to sack Lamar. Like I said before, the man can't trust his receivers. He can't trust his line. At this point, he can't even fully trust his play calling. What else do you want him to do? So he has to be the coach? Okay. Because, hey, he should be audible and do whatever he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Why does Gus come off? So he has to be the coach. He has to force players to come in and out. Y'all want him to be the GM. Because why can't he talk to other players to join the team? Why can't he be the number one playmaker? Why can't he be the better passer? Why can't he account for more touchdowns? Why? Why can't he block for himself? It's getting ridiculous. And these men, bro, as older men, and I'm going to say it, older black men, you see a young black man who doesn't cause no trouble, totally respectful, plays his butt off, and not just plays his butt off, he plays well. He plays historically good. Historically great. And all y'all do is demean everything he does. You'll take whatever his team can get him killed. Who cares? So what? It's Lamar's fault. He can't stay healthy. Who cares that his O-line gets him killed? Who cares if his guy he should be able to move out the way, dip, dive, duck, and dodge. And you do it with a smile on your face. Stephen A., I do not respect you. Shannon Sharpe, I do not respect you. And look, I know some people are going to say, why are you putting race into it? Because it's sports. Race plays a large portion in almost all sports topics. If you need anything to look any further, look at boxing. How do you think they sell most of the fights? So let's be adults when we're talking about this. But shame on those two. Shame. And that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Listen, man, thank you for watching. And how we get down, we have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. You love the comments. And if you have not done so already, check out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. So give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. Bottom of the screen is a QR code. If you want to donate to the channel, help with equipment and stuff like that, especially the new cameras we're trying to save up for, which is very expensive. That's how you do it. You can find the Cash App located in the description of every video that we do, and the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super, super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This show is Natural signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.